Good afternoon. Thanks so much for tuning in to PA Harness Week. I'm Sharla McBride. Well, we hope you all had a splendid and spooky Halloween last week, and we hope that all of your children got the tricks or treats that they deserved. Now, Halloween may be over, but we still have some wicked good races on tap. We've got some scary winners at Harrah's, Philadelphia, and at Pocono this week. And coming up in this next half hour, the local drivers headed to Indiana for some big races and came home winners. But one driver was upset by his own brother. I'll have the details coming up next. Keep it right here on Comcast Sportsnet. Racing's fastest paced half hour is coming your way right now.
There they go. Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily. Underway. Starting fast outside here is Brett Messenger into the early. 15-5 before the halftime. Just over 3 to go. At the top of the stretch.
Hello out there in racetrack land. I'm Steve Rawls. She's Heather Moffat. This is PA Harness Week. Welcome to our show. And Heather, I want to talk about Gray. I really want to talk about Gray. It's important.
It is?
It is. Because Gray is, it's weird. It's like when somebody says to you, well, that's a gray area. They're telling you it's not yes, it's not no, it's not right, it's not wrong. It's gray. It's sort of a tweener word. It's very weird because it's only a four-letter word, a little four-letter word, and it's got two spellings. G-R-A-Y, G-R-E-Y. What's up with that? I mean, you got your Joel Gray, your Billy Gray, your Gray Poupon, you got Gray's Anatomy, 50 Shades of Gray. A lot of that, right?
Yes.
But when it comes to horse racing, a lot of novices tend to go out to the racetrack and they see a gray if it's in the race and they go, I'm going to bet the gray horse. But only 5% of all the horses born are gray. So think about this. Could you imagine a race where every starter, every horse in the race was gray? I mean, imagine what the odds of that might be, right?
I can imagine that, because that happened at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs.
Oh, here he is feigning surprise.
This is one of the reasons I love this track so much. They love to have fun at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. So for Halloween, the first race on the card, they had the Gray Ghost and Poltergeist Pace. Even the outrider came out riding his gray horse, and he was the headless horseman. So they have fantastic fun there. Let me just tell you quickly what happened in this unusual race with gray and roan horses. All right, so it was ladies first in this one. The favorite, Lily Waits, the pacing mare. She came first up to win in 152-4. She is harness racing royalty. Her dad is the champ, Art Escape, and her mom was the amazing race mare, White Ruffles. And that's where Lily Waits gets her color, from her mom, White Ruffles.
They're not related to Greyhound in any way? Greyhound was a great, remember Greyhound from like 1764?
1920s, but...
Same thing.
All right. I guess we should talk about horses that are like kind of...
More current?
Yeah, and regular color like beige and brown.
Let's do that, okay?
All right, let's do
we're
it.
going to start. You want to start off with that or no?
Yeah, we're going to stay at Pocono for this.
Great.
Saturday night feature, race 10, the winners over Pacers. The purse is $25,000. Number 1 is Hypnotic Blue Chip. He just really couldn't get into the race at Woodbine. Remember, he was in the Breeders' Crown? But he did win this class last time out at Pocono. Number 6 is Diamond Stickpin, looking for his 4th win in a row. Just took a lifetime mark his last start. And number 4 is a Keystone Velocity. He's a long shot in here, but don't overlook him, because the last time he won, that was just a couple starts back, and he was 23-1.
Hypnotic Blue Chip, very classy pacer and 3-5 favorite. Follows that move as Diamond Stickpin trying to clear, but hasn't yet. Then it's Tobago K's 4th. Keystone Velocity picks up the light cover. Mustang Art at the back. The half 54-2, 27-3 second panel as Diamond Stickpin was able to clear, but now he is vulnerable for the charge of Hypnotic Blue Chip and Eric Ledford taking over the lead here on the back. Keystone Velocity follows into second now as Hypnotic Blue Chip is cleared. Mustang Art showing pace on the outside as Diamond Stickpin backs up Rock in the House. Tobago K's coming up. Keystone Velocity taking the lead from Hypnotic Blue Chip. 3/4, 121-4, 27-2 on the back. Keystone Velocity trying to shock this group is now out by 2.5. Hypnotic Blue Chip laboring. Mustang Art far back. Top of the stretch at it's Keystone Velocity and Tom Jackson. He's there by about 4.5 lengths. Hypnotic, Blue Chip, and Mustang Art are not going to get near him. And Keystone Velocity returning from Yonkers, a champion tonight.
Rock in the house says, I want the lead, okay? And then Diamond Stickpin says, I want the lead.
I love diamond stick pins. Men don't wear diamond stick pins anymore. You know what they are?
What they are?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like diamonds on a stick pin.
Yeah, but they don't wear them anymore. Men used to always, when men got dressed, they used to wear diamond stick pins. Please continue.
Before the dinosaurs, after the dinosaurs. Okay, all right, by the time they reach the three-quarter pole, longest shot on the board, Keystone Velocity takes over, does it with authority, wins by 4 lengths with Tom Jackson driving, and they pay $60. Ooh. The time was 1:51, and that's a seasonal best for him. Mustang Art second, Hypnotic Blue Chip was third.
And stay with us when we come back. We're going to have more racing action you will not believe at our Kelly Connors caught up with driver Joe Pavia Jr. Stick around.
Mohegan Sun, off-track wagering. Allentown, Carbondale, East Stroudsburg. Always leave happy.
NF quotable.
Why do so many winners travel in EB trailers? They love the ride. EB Pacesetter trailers deliver your horses in peak condition, ready to race every time. Designed to provide safe and comfortable transport for standard-bred racehorses, EB's Pacesetter Series trailers are the preferred choice of professional standard-bred trainers and breeders nationwide. All EB Pacesetter models feature custom standard-bred options and excellent airflow and aligned interior sealing to keep your horses fresh and comfortable. Every EB trailer has commercial quality componentry and riveted sidewall construction engineered and designed to stand up to constant and rigorous horse and road use. And a sleek aerodynamic nose design that also delivers improved fuel savings. More winners ride with EB than any other trailer. EB, setting the pace in standard-bred horse transportation.
When it's your time to shine, what will you do? At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Hi, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. This lovely soul next to me is Heather Moffett, the queen of harness racing, because she knows everything. I was on the phone with her yesterday. She told me so much stuff. She almost used up her full economy of words. She was like real low. Like her word tag was down to about 16 words left for the entire day. She lectured me on everything about harness racing, and I absorbed it like a sponge, I might add.
Yeah.
Enough of that.
I was really proud of you.
Oh, thank you. Because I listened immediately? Yes. Of course. As promised, our Kelly Connors caught up with driver Joe Pavia Jr., one of the top guys at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs.
Thanks, guys. We are here with a driver who has been in the top of the rankings here at Pocono most of the season, Joe Pavia Jr., obviously experienced as well as talented. Talk to us how the 2012 meet is going from your perspective.
Well, it's gone really good of late. I had a little slow start this year, but it's been pretty steady, and I've had a great last 4 months. And I've been here 15 years. I think it's 15 or 16, and I've been lucky enough to have 15 good, solid years. And that's what I basically do, just try to get to the track every night, try to win 1 or 2 if I can, and stay consistent, stay solid, and I've had a good meet.
For driving at different tracks and being in the sport for a while, what would you say is one of the biggest changes from when you first started out as to now?
Well, I started when I was 21, so like 31 years ago or so, and racing was way different. The equipment has changed so much, and I was actually known as a very aggressive driver when I was young, and that was actually frowned upon a little bit, going to the front a lot, and that's when the racing started changing, and then now it's evolved into that, basically very aggressive, a lot of speed, early speed. Before me, They were a lot of slower quarters, backing down quite a bit, but now it's and horses have been bred much better, and equipment's much better, so they're very much faster. And then catch drivers, I think, is huge. It's just catch drivers are very athletic, and they get a lot out of a horse and a lot of speed, and that's what we have nowadays.
Absolutely. Joe, you, as talking about catch drivers, you've really stayed with your stable, ownership, training. Why is that? Do you see that as a long-term plan for you?
Yeah, years ago I was lucky enough to have some owners behind me, and we built a large barn up to 20 when I was very young, around 25 years old, and I just kind of liked training. I thought about it at times, knowing I did a lot of catch driving, and it get in the way sometimes, and my barn did good enough that it worked out for me. And I said, you know what, this is a good security blanket, and I always have my barn, and you get hired and fired. As the catch driving business went on and got more popular to only catch drivers. I'm one of the few guys now that both train and drive, but still catch drive quite a bit. I can't really get fired by myself right now. The owners haven't tried yet, so I have my 20 that I'm always going to drive. And I'm in the future years, when I will hang it up and just train, probably in 3 or 4 more years, I'll enjoy that, and I'll have hopefully a big barn, 20, 30 horses, and hand the lines over to the younger guys, and I'm going to enjoy that too, I think.
Well, thank you, Kelly and Joe Pavia Jr. Saturday 7th at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs was a condition pace for non-winners at $23,000 in their last 5 starts. 21 dimes on the line. Number 2, Woodstock Hanover with Tyler Buter was the 2-1 chalk. Number 6, Better's Glass was 3-1 with Howard Parker. Number 3, Do Me That Again. Do Me That Again. I like that. With Brandon Simpson. And number 8, H.E. Corbelli with Georgie Knapp were both 9-2. And with the call, Jim Pavia.
A Million Pennies with Matt Romano in the bike has the lead from third. Woodstock Hanover wants to challenge. The 2-1 favorite here for Tyler Buter, taking advantage of the straightaway with the wind at his back and zips on by for the lead. A Million Pennies now back to the pocket with Do Me That Again, who's been hot at Yonkers. The 3-year-old is third. First over into the turn, Flipper J, Bittersweet Champ inside of him, fifth. Following cover, A.J. Corbelli and Better's Glass. At the back, Mystic Desire and Dreamland's Art. Half mile 56 even. 28-1 second panel, nearly as quick as the first here. Woodstock Hanover unhurried up front for Tyler Buter. It took a quick look back. He's got A Million Pennies right behind him in the pocket. Do Me That Again third at 5/8. First over, Flipper J not making much of a dent on the lead. Bittersweet Champ boxed in fifth. A.J. Corbelli's cover not helping. And also outside, Better's Glass. Nothing has changed up front. It's still Woodstock Hanover. 3/4, 123-4. 27-4 into the win there. Woodstock Hanover by a length over A Million Pennies, who should have something left late. Then it's Do Me That Again, and a late kick from way back for Better's Glass. Top of the stretch now, Woodstock Hanover by a length. A Million Pennies all out right behind him, but Woodstock Hanover still with plenty of pace left to give here. Woodstock Hanover and Tyler Buter.
Woodstock Hanover led most of the way, winning at a measured length in 151-3. A Million Pennies off at 14-1 with Matt Romano was second. Do Me That Again got third. Now here's the kicker. This event, it was so easy to hit this exact. It was so hittable. Remember the song Woodstock? We were 500,000 strong. Okay, get the Million Pennies reference. Well, the exact of Woodstock Hanover and A Million Pennies was, it paid $60.60. But that was not all. You ready for this? And with Do Me That Again, as in nostalgic, back in time, Woodstock, 500,000 strong, was third. The trifecta, $291.40. Thank you. Who said you can't make big money in this game?
Yeah, that was a no-brainer right there.
Thank you. All right. Stay with us when we come back. We're going to have great racing action here from Harris, Philadelphia. Don't go away.
Mr. Orlando, a neck in front. Barnegat Lane turns up the pressure. Cole Colby fans 3 wide for the stretch drive.
Tonight, it's ladies' night. The lights are low, and the stakes are high. Sometimes ladies' night is just a date night in disguise. At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Horses helping people. people helping horses. At Equilibrium, horses help those with special needs achieve balance in body, mind, and spirit, while Equilibrium's people give retired horses the forever home they deserve. Join in the giving and help spread the joy of equine-assisted activities. Visit www.equi-librium.org to learn more and make a tax-deductible contribution today. Equilibrium, a helping hoof for those in need.
Hi, welcome back to Harris, Philadelphia, along with Heather Moffat. I'm Steve Ross. Boy, we had an upset here on Saturday in the 6th race you would not believe. The big favorite, overwhelming prohibitive chalk number 3, the Chancellor with Andy Miller, was the 2-5 chalk. But surprise, supreme. Number 8, Russian Supreme, a 60-1 bomber with Mitchell Walker, Johnny's brother, got his rush working supremely. Dead last of the half, he came close like a mental patient to get up and win in 156-1 and paid $120.60 to win. The Chancellor, the dead chalk, was second. Second choice, Knight's Fleet, third. So if you back wheeled the 2-5 chalk, you got back $428 for your $14 investment. Return of investment, $414.80. In the try, if you did an all with the first and second choices underneath, you got back $2,107 for your $12 investment. If you played the super and had 8 over the 3 with all, any horses, you got back $887. And who said you can't make money in this game? Because you can, but you got to play. All right, next race, Heather's got it for you, race 9.
Yes, I do. Okay, I don't know how I can follow that act.
I'm winded.
All right. Now, number 6, Twickenham, 6-5 favorite. He's second in a win last 2 outings in the same class. Number 2 is Dodger Hanover, racing in Pittsburgh at the Meadows. Started here last time out and was second to Twickenham. And then number 8 is Gizmo Hanover, 3 wins and a third in his last 4 starts.
Gizmo Hanover at 4-1 clears Simon's Artist with good momentum coming off the first turn, and it's 2.5 back to Twickenham in third. Dodger Hanover is fourth. Jerry's Beach is fifth. Dial a Win is 9 lengths off the lead. Savvy Savannah moves wide while second last, and 2D is at the back of the pack. 12 lengths from front to back, 27 seconds for the first quarter. Gizmo Hanover is 1.5 lengths in front of Simon's Artist with a circuit to go, and Twickenham remains close in tow from third, floating wide as Dodger Hanover was able to flush him out. So Twickenham will head outer flow. He's 3 lengths behind pace setter Gizmo Hanover, and Dial a Win had room to save ground inside of the second over Dodger Hanover. These 5 covered by 4 lengths at the half mile. Jerry's Beach is third over with 5.5 to make up. Won the inside 2D put a couple steps in, and is a joint last with the fourth over Savvy Savannah. Half mile, 57 seconds flat, and Twickenham took over with 3/8 to go. Twickenham driven 1.5 lengths clear from Gizmo Hanover, who gave way to the pocket, and Dodger Hanover's in the gold blinkers, left to face the breeze, and has gained to the second spot at the quarter pole, 1 length behind Twickenham. Simon's Artist dropped back 3 from the front. 1 length away the outside, Jerry's Beach can do no more. Overtaken for 5th by the ground-saving Dial a Win. Savvy Savannah and 2D whip them in. They hit 3 quarters in 1:24-2, 27-2 the third quarter, and at the top of the stretch, Twickenham and Dodger Hanover throw down. Dodger Hanover with those gold blinkers now just in front from Twickenham. Gizmo Hanover's trying to re-rally down the outside to maybe get second, but Dodger Hanover is home.
It goes without saying that Gizmo Hanover loves him some front end.
So why are you saying it if it goes without saying?
That's totally his style, right? Okay, he has great gate speed, gets out of post 8 beautifully, but then here comes the favorite Twickenham, who is flushed out from third, and he takes over, but it's Dodger Hanover who gets that second over trip, ends up winning in 153-1 with Matt Kakaley in the bike. Twickenham second, Gizmo Hanover right there for third.
Shall we go to Sunday's 12th at Harris, Philly? A condition pace for non-winners of $5,500 in the last 5 starts. $10,000 was the purse. Number 2, That's Justice with Ron Pierce, was even money. Number 3, Rusty Tank was 9-5 with Andy Miller. And number 5, Armageddon Hanover. Sounds scary to me. With Tony Morgan was 6-1. And here with a call is our guy James.
Rusty Tanks opened up to a 2.5 length lead. Melosi took second wide of That's Justice, 2 away. Dragon King is fourth. Then comes next in the field, Roo Rusty, sitting in the 5th position and 7 lengths off the leaders. They're followed by Armageddon Hanover. Sniper Hall is second last, and 2.5 better than back marker Matt's All-Star. Quarter mile, 27-1. Passing us on the first occasion, Rusty Tank's lead is in jeopardy. That's Justice, the even money favorites, out and moving now. And That's Justice is up alongside and just past Rusty Tank as they enter the bridge turn. These two are heads apart and stalked by Melosi with just over a half mile to go. Dragon King's in the fourth position, 3.5 from the front, under some encouragement to get a bit closer to the pace. Ruru Rusty has 5.5 to make up, joined wide by Armageddon Hanover on the improve gradually. Sniper Hall follows that, still about 8 lengths off the leaders, and 3 off last of all remains Matt's All-Star. 55-3 for the half mile, 5/16 remaining. Rusty Tank still ahead in front, is prompted on by That's Justice, and they're 2.5 clear of Dragon King, a narrow third wide of Melosi, unable to keep up. Ruru Rusty finds himself in traffic at the quarter pole, 5 off the lead, hooked by Sniper Hall and Armageddon Hanover wide of that, still with 6 to make up. 3 off last remains Matt's All-Star, 3/4 in 1:23-3, and Rusty Tank's just been worn down by That's Justice, coming away 1.5 lengths in front at the 8th pole.
Rusty Tank, and we've all suffered with those. Usually we have to call the plumber, though. Left and grabbed the lead before That's Justice took him on, and the two battled for over a half a mile until Rusty Tank started to squeak, and That's Justice went by and jogged by for number 6, Spider Hall, a 9-1 shot with Corey Callahan. Got the belly, just beating number 1, Dragon King, 11-1 with Tim Tetrick, and the squeaky Rusty Tank. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we got some great in-the-bike races. We're heading out to Indiana Downs. 3, count them, 3 big stake races. Don't go away.
Here comes Boiled again on the outside. And Boiled again to take on Foreclosure and...
Mohegan Sun Off-Track Wagering, Allentown, Carbondale, East Stroudsburg. Always leave happy.
Hi, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. She's Heather Moffat, I'm Steve Ross. And you know, our Kelly Connors is still basking in the glory of kicking butt and taking names a few weeks ago. She made people a lot of money. People have been stopping me and saying, did she really get that out on the show? And I went, abso-freaking-tively, man. You've got to watch to make the money. And here's proof. Here's Kelly with this week's picks.
All right, hope you guys are listening because we have some winning numbers headed your way, both of them coming out of the features tonight at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. Race number 5, a condition trot. It carries a purse of $25,000, and we're putting the 5 Tui on top. She is one tough mare that has been delivering week in and week out for trainer Don Weist, who moved her up to this level in last week's race. She got my week vote in that affair. However, she really proved herself. She nearly wired the field, was on the front end the entire way, lending cover to Tober. Also a tough trotter. He snuck by for the victory there. He had been facing tougher at Yonkers and just edged her out for the weight. He's in my numbers tonight. However, I'm giving top ranking to my girl Tui, 5, 7, 2, and 3 in race number 5. And then in the 10th race of the night, I like the 3 on top, Keystone Velocity. This 4-year-old pacer just took over at the half in last week's feature at Pocono Downs. He went on to win by close to 5 lengths, just loaded in the stretch to score an upset with action. Tommy Jackson in the bike. He'll be back returning to Pocono tonight, hoping to return to the winner's circle as well. 3, 1, 2, and 6. Hopefully some winning picks in race number 10. We'll send it back to you guys.
Thank you, Kelly, and we will follow those picks hopefully all the way to the bank. It's time to head out to Indiana Downs because, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guess where we're going?
In the bike! Our first race is a $200,000 Indiana Pacing Derby. There was a scratch in here, so it was only a 6-horse race. No show wagering. The 3-horse entry and the 1-9 favorite from the Ronberg stable. Number 1, Foiled Again. 1A, Foreclosure. 1B, Annie's Western Card. Obviously, the headliner in this is 1, Foiled Again, the sport's all-time richest pacer.
Here comes Boiled again on the outside. And Boiled again to take on Foreclosure and after a half of 54-4. Onto the barn turn they go. And it's Boiled again. And Yannick Gingas now to clear the lead. Foreclosure in his second. John Campbell getting in gear now with Razzle Dazzle. And here comes Razzle Dazzle on the outside. I Am Bonacera in fourth as they go by 3/4. In 1:22 and 3. 3:16 to go and they're on their way home. And it's Boiled again on the inside. Razzle Dazzle on the outside. Gingas and Campbell are going to battle it out in here. It's Boiled again. Razzle Dazzle on the outside and Boiled again as the upper hand.
Boiled again won the Indiana Pacing Derby last year and set a track record. It's deja vu all over again, but faster. Boiled again wins the Pacing Derby again, does it in 1:49 and 1, betters his own track record with regular reinsman Yannick Gingas on the bike. They get away fourth, take control by the half, knock off a 26 and 3 last quarter. It is what it is, right, for Boiled again. Boiled again now exceeds $4.6 million in career earnings. That was his 65th trip to the winner's circle.
But he ain't much, right?
Yeah, I love him.
Next up, the $260,000 Oliver Trotting Classic, a 4-horse entry. Number 1, Appomattox, Scott Zeron. 1A, Lindy's Jersey Boy, Timmy Tetrick. 1B, Uncle Peter with Jimmy Takter. 1C, Scary Good with Dave Miller. All went off at 1-5, but none found the Indiana Downs winner's circle. That went to number 7, Upfront Billy, off at 6-1 with Timmy's brother Trace, who got up by a sneeze to nip the pace setter Uncle Peter in 1:55 and 1. Number 3, Fusion Man with Tyler Smith got third. The Tetrick horses were first and last in this heat as Timmy's horse broke late and was beaten only 51 lengths as he was timed with a calendar in 2:5 and 1. And we caught up with Timmy to find out about this heat and racing against his bro.
All right, I'm here with driver Tim Tetrick. Tim, you raced out in Indiana this past week, and you got to race against your little brother, but I know it wasn't the experience that you were hoping for. What happened in that race?
Well, the track wasn't I had an hour delay or something with the track. They had some rain and had some issues with the track, and my horse wears a flip-flop shoe, so, I think he was just sticking to the track a little bit, and he just made a mistake. He's made mistakes in the past, and that's why he doesn't have a lot of money on his car. He's got plenty of talent, but he just hasn't put it all together yet.
Now, Trace is your younger brother. Did you get him started in this?
Well, it's a family deal. We've been, my mom and my dad and my older brother and now my younger brother, we've all been in the business, and we've worked really hard to get to where we're at, and I'm so proud of my little brother to do what he's done in this. And he's only 25, 26 years old, so what he's done, I've been super proud of him. And he drove that horse that win for 250 excellent. He put him in a second over spot, and he had a 10-hole, which is a trailing spot there, so he had to contend with all the the horse in front of him, and hands off to him.
And I got to ask you had a viewer write in about the horse Mr. Hasani. He really liked that horse. What kind of good qualities did you see in that horse?
Well, he's done everything I've asked him to. A lot of those horses that come from Australia and New Zealand, if you're not very careful with them the first few times, they have a lot of trouble with bleeding, and they get very nervous, and then if you burn them up quick, they're not worth anything. So the first couple times we went around there and just raced him real easy and got money doing it. And this last two, we put him on the front. Pete Trenton said I could go ahead and race him a little bit, and he went in 50 twice and home 26 and 4 and 27 and 2, I believe. But both times earplugs have been in, and never took my whip off my shoulder from top lane home. So I'm very, very impressed with this horse, and for this late in the season for 50 miles for a horse that's just been here for 5 or 6 starts, it's pretty special.
All right, thanks so much.
All right, thank you.
Back to you guys.
We, darling, are out of time. And for all of us here at PA Harness Week, including Bruce Casella, my partner Heather Moffat, I'm Steve Ross, reminding you to get high on harness.
It's only natural.
There they go.
Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily.
Underway. Starting fast outside there. Brett Messenger to the